Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to my first sort of long form video. I'm going to be breaking down my full hamstring focused leg day for you guys. I should probably start by addressing the title of the video. It's exactly as it sounds. This is going to be a series documenting my progress up to my first ever bodybuilding show, and maybe even winning it. Ideally, I'll be doing more vlog style videos as time goes on, but for now we're going to stick with this. I'll be honest, I've never done any editing like this before this video, so if you have any constructive criticisms to give, leave it in the comments. It would be much appreciated. Plus, it helps me improve so I can bring you better content in the future. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's actually break down this leg day. I always like to start with an isolation movement for whatever the target muscle is on that day. I then immediately follow that up with adductors and adductors. They don't usually get enough work for most people, and they're actually really important if you're trying to build a well-rounded physique. My biggest piece of advice for these three movements is just don't go too heavy. Try to keep a lighter rep range of around 12 to 20. A 1 second to 3 second tempo is usually perfect for these movements. You can always substitute the seated hamstring curls for a lying variation if you would prefer. I myself don't find I can usually get a very good mind-muscle connection with the lying variation, but you do what feels best for you. I always recommend going as close to failure as you can on most of these movements, but you can always keep a couple reps in reserve on the first few sets. Also, something I probably should have mentioned earlier, don't forget to do your warm-ups. They're more important than most people know. I usually like to start with 10 minutes of light, steady state cardio, and anywhere from 2 to 3 warm-up sets on each movement. Usually 2 to 3 minutes of rest between each set is plenty. Just remember, above all else, control the weight. How much you're lifting doesn't really matter as much as long as you're getting close to failure within the rep range. Also, something I want to get out of the way right now, although I spent most of my first year of lifting learning as much as I possibly could, I still have a lot to learn. So anything you hear in this video, take it with a grain of salt. There's always something to improve on and always more to learn, so just try to keep an open mind. After abductors, we're going to move into our first major compound lift, in this case being a squat variation. I prefer pendulum squats myself as they allow me to get really deep into the squat and are usually harder towards the top of the movement. After squats, we'll be moving on to RDLs and leg press, then finishing off with a calf raise variation, which unfortunately I forgot to record. I think that's just about everything I wanted to talk about in this video. If there's anything you guys would like to see more of, or any notes you have about the video, leave it in the comments. I'm going to leave you guys here with the rest of this leg day. Have a good one, everybody.
Entombed in my mind, can't seem to break away. Lost in time, thinking about better days. Do you ever get used to the pain? 'Cause I don't know if I can do this again. Now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, me bleed.